Hey superstar, Gavin is here from Wake Up Fulfilled. Welcome back to my channel, the number one place for light workers and empaths who want to manifest an inspired life. In this video, I'm going to show you the one thing that you must master if you want to master your life. The number one thing that's going to help you manifest anything that you want. Once you understand this, oh yeah, it will radically change your life. Now, if you're new to the channel, be sure to leave a comment below saying, I am a superstar, oh yes, in order to win my sleep shifting course. And what I'm going to be doing now is daily, every day, I'm going to be selecting 3 winners to win my sleep shifting course. So the winners will be on screen right now. Okay, so DM me on Instagram so you can get access to that course. So here's the one thing that you must do and you must master to manifest anything in your life. You must master your communication, the way in which you communicate with the universe. Now, communication is feminine and masculine. Okay, it's the law of polarity, the law of opposites. You need to understand there's hot, there's cold, there's indoors, outdoors, male, female, up, down, left, right, the yin and yang of life. And so we want to understand and master both sides of communication so that we can communicate with the universe effectively and manifest what we want into our lives. So here's tip number 1 that I want to provide to you. You want to develop your throat chakra. Now, I believe communication to be the second most important thing in this entire universe. The first most important thing in this entire universe is that of energy, because we're made up of energy, right? We're all energy beings and everything in this universe is energy. And so what we need to understand is that energy is not interpreted unless we have communication. And communication is both speaking verbally and also listening and interpreting and intuition and things of this nature. And so what we want to do is learn how to develop our throat chakra. I believe the throat chakra to be the most important chakra, particularly because communication is the second most important thing in this entire universe. And so for some of us, we need to develop the throat chakra in terms of speaking, in terms of us being assertive, in terms of speaking with clarity, in terms of getting your point across, in terms of expressing yourself, in terms of not holding things in. Okay, so we need to learn how to speak outwardly, the masculine energy. We need to develop that side of us. And why would you want to do that? Why would you want to develop that in the 3D? The reason you want to develop that is because the universe is listening to how you communicate with it. So if you're not clear in what you want, you're not clear in your what you want to manifest, and it's not in detail, and you don't know exactly what it is that you're after, then that's to do with your throat chakra. That's what you're communicating, right? If you're not being assertive, and I'm going to be sharing with you another tip in a moment on why you should be assertive with the universe in tip number 3. So make sure you stick to tip number 3. So if you're not being assertive with the universe is not going to think you're serious about what it is that you want to manifest, right? You need to be assertive. You need to show that you're in your confidence and in your power, right? Maybe expressing yourself is limiting you from the universe understanding if you really want this thing, right? You're kind of holding it in. You're not really showing the universe that you want this thing. And so that's the more masculine energy. And also we got the feminine energy, which is listening. Now the air chakras, or the airs, are connected to the throat chakra. We actually have air chakras, but the throat chakra is also to do with your listening, your interpreting, a little bit of your intuition. Intuition is third eye, but also you need to be able to interpret what you're intuitively picking up, right? And so throat chakra is really important for that. Listening. Some people speak too much. Some people chat too much. They don't listen to what people are saying, or they speak over people, or they want to be controlling in the way in which the conversation is going. You know, they want to win the argument or stuff like this, right? And that, again, holds us back from communicating with the universe effectively. So look at how you are showing up right now with your communication with the people around you, your family, your friends, people at work. Are you being a role model, a leader in your communication? And once you develop your throat chakra energy, once you develop your communication and it's balanced, masculine and feminine, guess what? You're able to manifest much easier, because now you're understanding that, hey, universe is sending me this problem, universe is sending me this challenge for me to interpret and get something from it, right? Universe is showing me this, and this. It's showing me examples and signs that I'm on track to manifesting the things that I want to manifest in my life. But if you don't have good listening skills, you're not going to see that. You're not going to interpret that, and you're just like, "Where's my manifestation? What's going on? Why is things not going my way, etc., etc." A lot of people see problems in life as a problem, and they blame life, and they blame the universe, and they blame other people. But usually, it's a lack of communication with themselves, which is the feminine, and understanding and listening. And then it's also sometimes it's the masculine. Maybe they're just not seeing because they're talking too much, or they're willing themselves onto the world way too much. And so we need to find that balance with the feminine and the masculine energy. So some tips I can give you for that is, if you're in a conversation, pause. Like, slow down your speech. If you're like in the masculine too much, pause. Listen to people. Listen to what people have to say more. Calm down. Be more relaxed in your conversations. And start really listening to the details of what people are saying, and speak back to them what they are telling you. So for example, someone says, I've been having a hard time at work. And they're like, "Oh, sorry, you're having a hard time at work." They actually feel that you're listening to them because you are saying it back to them what they said to you. All right, and being present. A lot of men, when they're listening to women, they switch off. And so it's important to be present with your woman and really listen, engage, and not be on your phone. And sometimes women do this as well. They're on their phone, their husband's speaking to them, right? So we want to learn to really pay attention to the person that we're listening to. And as we're doing that, we're actually training ourselves to do this with the universe as well. Okay, so those are some tips that you can begin applying. Just think, how can you become better? Write down a list on ways you can become better with your communication. So the second tip that I want to give you is to cultivate a powerful relationship with life. You want to be totally connected with life. You want to build a relationship with life. You want to love life. You want to appreciate life. You want to see life as a gift. And if you see life as a gift, and you see life as an amazing thing, as a present, life is a gift. That's why they call it the present. We're living in the present moment, right? Life is a gift. You have to unravel that gift. In order to unravel that gift, you need to be able to build a relationship with life and understand that things on the outside, bad things happen, negative things happen, there's negative things going on in the world, and we can go ahead and focus on that and pay all of our attention to that and feel bad about it. Or instead, we can look at all the good things that we can appreciate in life and focus on those. And that's going to help us feel better. And then when we feel better, we're communicating with the universe better, and we're cultivating a relationship with life. You see, there's a part of your brain called the reticular activating system. The reticular activating system is your mind's filter, and what you pay attention to expands. If you focus on pain, you get more pain. If you focus on, my husband's going to leave me, my husband's going to leave me, my husband's going to leave me, your husband's going to leave you. All right? It's just manifesting. That's what you're manifesting. You're expanding what you focus on. What you give energy to expands. Okay, so your reticular activating system is your mind's filter. What you make important to the reticular activating system is what's going to show up more for you. And when I say make important, I don't mean to desire and put all your energy on it and stuff like this. What I mean is you want to sort of focus your attention. Okay, it's not putting your energy on it. You want to put your attention on something that you are wanting, and that's what you are attracting. In this particular example, you're focusing on life is great, life is amazing, I choose to see the goodness in life, I choose to appreciate life. And as you cultivate that relationship that life is good, guess what? Your reticular activating system is going to filter out more people, circumstances, events, and situations that lead to you seeing life as good. And overall, if you have this belief system that life is bad, now you're manifesting life is bad, life is bad, life is bad. And so that's a belief system that you have. That's a perspective that you have. That's probably your history and what you've experienced up until now. But do know, as you begin to shift how you feel, you do energy healing, you shift your subconscious blocks, you can begin to shift into the reality that you want. Now this one is going to rub a few feathers, okay? Tip number 3 is you want to demand what you want from the universe, and you also want to tell the universe what is unacceptable to you. Okay, you want to demand what you want from the universe, and you need to tell it what's unacceptable to you. Okay, again, this might rub a few feathers, like, you're supposed to be nice to the universe, and no, you gotta show the universe, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. Okay, so if something's showing up in your life, let's say for example you keep manifesting the same kind of man or the same kind of woman in your life, the universe, I don't want this, this is what I want, right? I don't want this, this is what I want. You need to have red flags. You need to have boundaries. You need to have, this amount of money in my life is unacceptable, right? You have to have a standard. No, I don't accept making any less than this. This is unacceptable. This is what I want. This is acceptable. So you need to tell the universe, you need to show the universe, this is unacceptable by creating boundaries, vibrational boundaries. An example of this is getting cheated on once, twice, thrice, over and over and over again, right? There's no vibrational boundary, and so it keeps on happening and happening and happening. Then you're also showing the universe insecurity. Then you're also showing the universe, this is what I deserve. Then you're also showing the universe low self-esteem whilst this act is happening, and it just lowers your self-esteem, it's just a never-ending cycle going downward and downward. And so you continually manifest this. Even if you break up with this person, you manifest another person that's going to do the same thing, since you have that vibrational frequency now. And so that's why you need to demand from the universe and tell it, hey, that kind of behavior is unacceptable in my life. I do not accept this kind of behavior. I love myself enough not to accept this anymore. This is what I will accept. This is what I won't accept. You need to be vibrationally direct with the universe. It's like you want to understand that universe, okay? Y-O-U, universe. You are the universe. Your subconscious mind is the universe. The subconscious mind doesn't understand, this person cheated on you and it's a bad thing. It doesn't see it as bad. It just sees it as, well, this is what life is. And so I'm going to give you more of this stuff. Okay. You are the universe. You are the center of the universe. Notice how everything surrounds you right now. Like literally everything surrounds you right now, meaning you are the center of the universe, meaning you are creating everything around you. So what you have to do is you have to begin to demand what you want to see and experience in your life via the reticular activating system. If you want to see amazing, loving, healthy, romantic relationships, guess what? You have to become that in order to see that. You have to be that in order to have that. A lot of people want to have what they have not yet become. I don't mind, people winning the lottery and doing all this stuff. But if you're not feeling abundant in the moment, guess what? You'll win the lottery, or you'll get that girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever it is, and then you can't sustain it because you're not the type of person to keep that relationship in your life. You're not the type of person to keep that money in your life. You got to do the work. I mean, it's all cool manifesting and creating all this stuff, but if we don't change as human beings, if we don't raise our vibration, if we don't shift, if we don't become greater versions of ourselves, then it's like we're trying to get this stuff in order to feel something within, and then you realize that it's not filling that thing within. I did this myself and it really hindered my life, and I want you to share with you that it's important to come from a place of abundance and growing inward outward. Okay, what can you build from your confidence, from your certainty, from your power? Now, I'm not saying don't manifest the things that you want, because in those things you will start to realize that it's teaching you lessons. It's teaching you experiences to become a greater version of yourself. You'll get that thing you want to manifest, and then you realize you're unhappy, or you realize that the relationship's going downhill, or you realize that you're sabotaging the money, whatever it is. And you realize, and you're getting all these lessons, and then you realize, this is to do with my reflection, my universe, and what I shift within my subconscious mind, my energy being. And I understand now that I create my reality. Now, the conflict that people have with I create my reality, why is all these bad things happening in the world? Why is all these big bad things happening to me? Well, that comes from your own history, but also the imprints of other people's history. Okay, so you want to understand people have their own legacy, their own negative past, their own stuff that they've been through. You know, there's certain entities and energies and spirits that don't want us to move forward. There's so many things that we can look into. You know, someone, for example, my history, right? You know, we went through slavery, and so there's certain behaviors in my culture that is manifesting now, and it holds us back vibrationally. It holds us back in the family dynamic, and much, much more. And so you want to understand that, you know, other human beings, they do bad stuff because they were born, they were, you know, beaten, you know, they were, you know, molested, raped, you know, all this stuff may have happened to them, and now their psychology is and so now they go out and they go and hurt people. And so I want you to understand that this is all about healing yourself and working on yourself and being selfish. Selfish is self-love sometimes. I'm not saying to be narcissistic. What I'm saying is to love yourself enough to feel good, to feel great, to feel inspired, to feel fantastic, so you can move forward in life and really create that thing that you want, an inspired life. So understand right now, this is not about the world. This is about the world. Okay, I'm going to say it again. This is not about the world. This is about the world. You are the world. You are the universe. And when you take control of your universe, you will start to see outwardly in a different way. You'll start to see things differently. Your outer reality will begin to change, and not change in the sense of like just going to magically change. You know, things will be synchronistic, and you'll have all these serendipity moments. Serendipity. You have all these moments and stuff like this. But what I'm talking about is your feeling will be in alignment with money, so you'll see more money. Your feeling will be in alignment with romantic, healthy relationships, so you will get those relationships. Your feelings will be in alignment with all of these things. But it doesn't happen until you heal yourself, until you shift yourself. And so I'm saying here to demand what it is that you want, to create those boundaries, to let the universe know what's unacceptable. So the 3 tips I've gave you here is to develop the throat chakra, either the speaking out or the speaking, and find a balance between the two in your communication skills. Next is cultivate a powerful relationship with life. Right? You want to build a relationship with life. You want to love life. You want to appreciate life. You want to find a gratitude in life and look for good things in life. And then your reticular activating system is going to filter out more of the things that you want and what you desire, right? And then the third one here is you want to demand, you want to tell the universe, hey, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is unacceptable, I don't accept this, I don't accept this behavior, these people in my life anymore, I don't accept this, I don't accept this. You got to demand it, and now you're in the vibrational frequency of this is what I don't want. It knows this, we don't do that anymore. We don't go there anymore. You're telling your subconscious mind this is unacceptable. You see how that works? So these are the 3 tips that I highly recommend that you start applying and implementing into your life right away. Now, if you're someone that really wants to cultivate your communication skills, you want to start being more outspoken, you want to express yourself more, you want to be more confident, you want to start approaching people and speaking to people, you really want to, you know, go out and communicate with the universe effectively, you want to be more of a social person, more extroverted, we can help you do that with neutrality shifting coaching. There'll be a link in the description where you can find out more about that. If you want to be someone that's more listening and you want to understand how to listen more and really learn and interpret the universe and really tap into your power to create your reality, then you can get neutrality shifting coaching. There'll be a video on screen right now saying one-on-one coaching where you can go check that out, or check the link in the description, click on that, and you can find out more about neutrality shifting coaching. It's really powerful, radically change your life, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.